So here we've got a 2010 Honda Accord in the shop, and the customer is requesting battery replacement. And so a perfectly good service that goes along with this is either cleaning the terminals or replacing the cables altogether. And so in this case, the negative battery cable is relatively short and simple to replace. It simply goes from here over to the chassis right below it. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and just simply replace this cable. Well, the first thing we need to do is gain some access. So pull up the pop pin there, push in a little tab here, and we're going to remove this little air inlet out of the way. Now that's going to give us some access off to the side here. So I'm going to simply take my 10mm socket and disconnect this negative battery cable from the battery. Now it's always good practice to remove the negative cable first before the positive, so that way you're not worried about making a contact and shorting it out. And then again, when we put everything back together, that's going to be the last thing we put in. So I'm going to disconnect it from the battery. And then off to the side here, I've got just one bolt holding it to the chassis. So as I mentioned, this is a relatively simple and efficient upgrade. While we're replacing the battery here, let's go ahead and eliminate any future problems and install this new negative cable. Now this positive cable, you can see somebody's greased it up and it's a little dirty, but I think that'll clean up. If we want to replace the positive cable at the same time, it might be a little bit more effort, as that's got two different leads, one going to the main power box as well as one going to the main terminal on the starter. So with my negative cable here, you can see I've just quickly got it up out of the way, and you see a fair amount of corrosion building up there. So this was going to cause some voltage drop here, and if it's not today's problem, it's certainly going to be a problem in the near future. So the bolt looks relatively clean here. I can take my new cable and I will connect it to the body first, and then I'm going to, once we install the new battery here, we'll have a clean post, we'll have our clean terminal. I'm going to tighten it down properly, and then I will use some sort of a protective grease or coating to help prevent any external corrosion or environmental factors there. Once that's all done, we need to do any required relearns to the vehicle. Always a good idea to make sure the radio is working properly and unlocked, and that the clock is set properly before turning the vehicle back to the customer. Well, hopefully now you see the benefits of replacing the negative battery cable here when doing a battery service.